Hey everyone, welcome back. I actually want to go ahead and make a second video for the day because earlier today I covered Solana and I want to, you know, cover Bitcoin as well because I know we're also heavily invested and interested in Bitcoin. So it might be worth talking about what happened today, what was the news, and what might explain the green candle that we formed earlier today. So let's dive right into the charts. So, um, earlier I was talking about how we broke above $90,000. Bitcoin, had a low of 70,000 on the last day of February on Friday, and we quickly bounced back up. Now, now you guys, if you've been watching all my videos, you know how I approach this type of candlestick pattern where we have a candlestick with a long shadow to the downside, or some people call them a wick. And in my experience, trading and investing, I really wouldn't be surprised if we do retest the $78,000 mark, trying to form a body over here. But right now, with everything that's going on in terms of sentiment, which is bullish, by the way, um, we don't necessarily have to form a real body retesting the 78,000, but I just want to keep that on your radar, um, because I also don't want to, surprise you guys. Well, I don't want you guys to be surprised by the market if we do retest 78,000. Okay, so that is a possibility. Now, let's actually go ahead and, you know what? So, because I was only paying attention to, excuse me, Solana recently, I actually did not change the color of this horizontal line into red, but I'm just going to keep it green, meaning, this is a horizontal support line because this new candle that we're forming, we're retesting it right now. And if we remain above this line that is $92,500, then we're just going to keep it as is. Okay, then it's going to act as our horizontal support line, which it has many, many times since November. Okay, you see a retest over here, another one here, another one, and another one. And during this whole time, it has served as a very important price point, 92,500. So, and that's where we are right now. So I'm glad that we're able to bounce back up. We'll see if we retest 78,000, but for now, hopefully we hold it at the current price. And let's look at Bitcoin dominance very quickly. So, there's been a lot of up and down, but overall, I believe we are heading towards the downside, which, by the way, means there's a possible altcoin season that's about to happen. And some people said, well, the alt season is not happening. This cycle is different, blah, blah, blah. Guys, just try to remain objective. Just focus on the data that is in front of us. Right now is very likely that we will have another alt season. And if that is the case, then the Bitcoin dominance will start to fall. And, we're going to be paying attention. Of course, once the Bitcoin dominance falls into the 40s range, 44.0% to be specific. But it's going to be a while until we reach that point. So for now, we're just going to see if the altcoin season happens anytime soon. And actually, I did want to make a point here on the Bitcoin chart. Um, heavily oversold. Okay, whether you look at the RSI, I mean, come on. This type of, oversold pattern, during a bull cycle, meaning, is post halving. So we're in this green zone over here. Um, that type of overselling during the post halving period is very unusual. And even if I looked at the 111-day moving average, I mean, a selling pattern below the 111-day moving average, like the one that we just experienced the past week, it is actually very unusual. And that's how I was saying, hey, in the absence of any sort of black swan event, back in 2020, sure, we had the COVID pandemic, and, other times we had some very significant, black swan events, but not recently. I mean, the Bybit hacking, that doesn't explain it. So, my hypothesis is very unusual, and this is more likely some sort of market making, um, meaning it was artificially, created. But that is just my humble opinion. Okay, but again, it's very unusual, and I really do expect us to come up above the 111-day moving average sooner than later. Okay. So just to finish off this video, I just want to talk about what happened. So here is the US president's social media account on Truth Social. And I just wanted to, bring your attention to this particular post over here where he talks about an executive order on digital assets directed, um, the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, so that's Ripple, Solana, and ADA, that is Cardano. Okay. I'll make sure the US is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. And obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum and other valuable cryptocurrencies will be the heart of the reserve. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so nothing too surprising here, right? I mean, in the past we talked about how quote unquote US made coins will be the center of this whole crypto, political movement that we've been hearing about. And, you know, of course, in the past, there are talks of potentially getting rid of capital gains tax for these US made cryptocurrencies. So, can you imagine if they got rid of capital gains tax, whether that is short term or long term, for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, and Cardano? I mean, that would be the biggest news in cryptocurrency. Um, just the amount of cash inflows, if that were to be the case, would be absolutely insane. Because just imagine the amount of capital gains tax you would not have to pay if that were, you know, to be the case. So for now, let's just continue to well, not financial advice. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average every cent, every dollar that I have. We'll continue to look out for any more of these news, okay? And we'll also pay attention to the charts, making sure that we're not missing out on any important price movements. But otherwise, you know, hope everybody enjoys the rest of their night. And thanks for watching and thanks for listening in. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.